Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our novel study lesson for today, where we are looking at the Hajj, an awe-inspiring pilgrimage to Mecca. Some of you might have heard of the word Mecca before, and this might actually help you here by looking at this picture. Please remember that you can pause these teaching and learning novel study story points and always look up these places for yourself. If you do any extra work, please don't forget to, just like your novel study, upload it to your class dojo. We'd love to see if you do some extra reading as well. So today I'm going to take you through, as I said, the Hajj, an awe-inspiring pilgrimage to Mecca. And as always, it shows us on our location map where we're looking at for this session and the route where we're going to start. So I'll read through this page for you today. The immersed, scorching deserts of Arabia have played host to intrepid explorers throughout the centuries, from Alexander the Great, who we learnt about in the last novel study video, up to the present day. When I visited these lands, I found the friendliness of the people humbling. Everywhere I went, hospitable Bedouin nomads offered me tea and respite from my challenging journey. Every year, though, these incredible lands are also welcome the largest annual gathering of humans on earth, the Hajj. The Hajj is a pilgrimage that every Muslim must carry out at least once in their lifetime if they are able to, and have been happening since the 7th century. Muslims believe it began when God, or Allah, told the Prophet Ibrahim to abandon his family in the desert. When they grew hungry and thirsty, Ibrahim's wife prayed to Allah, who created a spring of water, the Zamzam, to save them. Ibrahim built a shrine at this site, which is now called the Kaaba. The Zamzam attracted traders and settlers, so a town called Mecca was born. It became a bustling metropolis, but the inhabitants started to worship other gods. So, in the 7th century, Allah sent Prophet Muhammad, founder of Islam, on a pilgrimage to Mecca to restore the worship of Allah only. He set off with 1,400 followers on the first pilgrimage in Islamic history. The journey has stood the test of time. Today, almost 2 million pilgrims travel to Mecca in present-day Saudi Arabia every year. So we can see here the rules of the road. Pilgrims follow rituals on their journeys, such as not shaving or cutting their nails, and not using scented soaps or perfumes. While on the Hajj, pilgrims are also not allowed to fight or argue, and must be very strict about how much food they eat. To be pure for the journey, there are rules about clothing that all pilgrims must follow. Everyone should wear white. Women cannot cover their face, even if it is a tradition in their home country, and men cannot have stitching in their clothes. So you can see here. So we're going to start on our first part of our journey here, which says, pilgrims all over the world gather in Mecca, then travel 8 kilometers to the village of Mina, where enormous tent cities are set up to house them. Here they spend a day and night praying, reading the Quran, and resting. Then you travel down towards Arafat. Next, the pilgrims travel 14.4 kilometers to the Mount of Mercy at Arafat, the scene of the Prophet Muhammad's final sermon, to pray. As you can see here, everyone is wearing white, following the rules of the road. They then travel on to Muzdalifah. After sunset, pilgrims travel from Arafat to Muzdalifah, 9 kilometers away, to spend the night there. They pray and collect small pebbles for the next part of the Hajj. Then they travel further up. Before the dawn the next day, pilgrims travel back to Mina to throw pebbles at walls known as the Jarafat. This is a symbolic stoning of the devil. They then sacrifice a sheep, goat, cow, or camel, or pay for it to be done in their name. Finally, they finish off on their journey to Mecca, where the pilgrims then travel to the Grand Mosque at Mecca. Here, they circle an ancient stone structure called the Kaaba, considered the center of the Muslim world 7 times. They then walk 7 times between 2 small hills in the Grand Mosque before returning to the campsite in Mina. So as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, it's a lengthy travel, but it is one of worship and reflection. And people who take them obviously spend a lot of time reflecting and praying as they go. So if you'd like to learn more, ladies and gentlemen, as I said in previous lessons, don't forget you can always do your own research, making sure you check with a parent and carer, and as well as that, you're using child-friendly websites. If you need more help or support, please do not hesitate to get in touch with myself, Ms. Jobbins, or please don't hesitate to get in touch with your class teacher. Have a lovely day and speak to you soon. Bye.